You are watching Sneaky Mode. Remain calm and seated, and enjoy the video.
What's up guys, welcome back to the Aether adventure. Today we have got a lot of new stuff to look at. Let me turn down this game volume a bit because that Moa is going to whine. So there was an update released for the Aether mod that has added a ton of new stuff, and we're going to try and look at as much as we can. So immediately you can see we have the Book of Lore back. So if you didn't know what that was, the Book of Lore basically adds an in-game Wikipedia, and I've got two of them because actually if I press B I can get more of them. So by default they're in the game now. You just press the letter B on your keyboard and you'll get it back. So an example of what it does, if you aren't familiar, you get one for each layer of the world. So you get one for the nether, one for the overworld or the surface, and one for the Aether. And for example, if I take the blue, like an object that's solely found in the Aether, and put it into the Aether Book of Lore, it'll tell me what it does. Made from clouds, it will float the player gently down, activates on click or when falling from the Aether. So that gives us information on various different things. We'll do a little bit of bookception here and put the book inside the book so you can find out more. Again, you got all this different information. So that covers that. If you weren't familiar with it, you just highlight it in or you just open it in your hotbar, press right click, and it'll bring up all the information you need. So I'm just going to throw a couple of these in here for the sake of it, and I'll keep these. I don't know why I suddenly have. Wait, did I just find a bug? Never mind. I thought I just found a bug or something there that spawned them in. Whatever. Okay, so I've actually got the thread open just now that actually tells me all the stuff that's been added. So first of all, I need to switch to. Okay, I'm already on that. Let me try and damage myself. Jump off this. So now you can see in a second I need to do that again. Take a couple more hearts off. So now Ambrosium shards only heal half of a heart. If you see that, it's only going up half now. It used to like heal maybe 2 hearts. Now it only heals half a heart at a time. And the reason that is because they feel like it's far too abundant and heals far too. It's like basically overpowered, for lack of a better term. Another good thing is Moa. I can't show you right now because our Moa is still growing and I need to feed her as well. And she's actually, no, there you go, she's big now. She's a big girl. Now, when they used to roam around randomly, well now they will stay put as soon as you put a saddle on them. So if I stand back, she shouldn't move whatsoever. She won't jump, she won't try and get out of your, when I had the pen there, she tried to get out, she'll no longer do that. So let me take down this so that I can take her upstairs. I'm not going to work on the tower yet just now, I'll do that next episode, but because I'm going to show you some of this stuff. So there you go. Usually previous to this update she would actually just walk out there. Our AI would pathfind a way out of this, because she's trapped, but now that's been removed, she will stay put. And now you can see down in the bottom right, if I can't actually show you without, maybe I can press that. Now you can see here, I hope you can see that, the bottom right, I've just got the game paused without going to the pause menu. In the bottom right there you can see above my armour, it's got 3 feathers, so if I jump, it'll actually tell me how many jumps I have, and that'll change per Moa. So if your Moa has 5 jumps, then, like the black Moa I believe has 5, then you'll know. I can't actually jump all the way up there, so I'm going to have to do the dangerous way, which I don't know if it'll work, if I'll get damaged. Yep, I'm going to get damaged if I do that. So I don't know how I'm going to get the Moa up there. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I'll find some way to get her up there, but it's not a big deal right now. So I'm going to bring her back down. Now I can actually just leave her here though, without worrying. She won't move whatsoever. One of the other features, if you remember, I added, I'm going to go up here just now while I talk about it. Give me a second. It's actually quite a speedy process getting up here, it doesn't take too long. So anyway, if you remember, I added this up here, this slidey stuff, which again, I don't want to get caught on. If I actually open up too many items, no I can't actually, I don't have it installed just now. I had to completely reinstall Minecraft in order to install the new Aether mod, but they added in a different version of this. So when you smelt this in an enchanter, which is another thing within the Aether, like a furnace for the Aether basically, when you enchant this you'll actually turn it into a glass block, almost like a Quicksoil glass block, which mobs can slide on. Now mobs can't slide on this, but they can slide on the new object that's been created with the same concept. So I don't have an enchanter right now, but I'm going to alt tab it right now after I get down these steps and find out how to make one, because I haven't previously made one yet. Just give me a second. Other things I might want to actually know. I'll tab it right now and tell you some things that have been added. Completely reconstructed sound folder. Okay, hold on. Okay, when riding a moa, there's a jump meter like we described. Saddled moas no longer wander around. Ambrosium shards now only heal half of a heart. Gravitite ore is now much more common. Zanite ore is actually less common, so gravitite is the light pink stuff that we haven't even used yet, and zanite is actually the dark, the kind of dark purple stuff that we use for our tools. You can press B to get a book of lore. Placing lava in the Aether now freezes. Books of lore no longer appear in dungeon chest. Aerogel no longer appears in dungeon chest. Carved stone no longer appears in dungeon chests. Lightning knives no longer appear in dungeon chests. When the first entering the Aether, you now gain. Okay, so when the first time you enter the Aether, at any time you will get 1 cloud parachute for free. So that's useful. If you hit the bronze boss or something other than a pickaxe, it will now show a message which says perhaps I should attack this beast with a pickaxe. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff been added to this, and we'll get around to all of it in the next, the forthcoming episodes. But I just wanted to briefly speak about it so that they knew. Well, I can't get my words out at all tonight. So that you knew there was an update out. So what I'm going to do is try and maybe have a look and see if we can find some gravitite ore. So I need to grab a pickaxe, which I have one of. Actually, this should be fine. I have parachutes, just in the off chance that I get knocked down. So we're going to see if the gravitite ore. See, the only problem is now that I'm in an area that has been pre-generated prior to the update. So now I can't find any ore in this area. I need to go out to other areas. But actually, I'm going to show you something. As you can see, we've got a pig here. Those have always been in it, but they spawn a bit more frequently now, as far as I'm aware. They've also added flying cows, which drop leather, and they've added bunny rabbits, which I'll try and find now. I'm sure there were some over here somewhere, but they may have despawned since I but yeah, they added bunny rabbits, which drop string. Now the purpose of adding the cow and the rabbit is so that you can get string and leather, and you can make saddles without ever leaving the Aether. So I think what they're trying to do is add functions to the Aether that allows you to completely stay in here without... Oh, you're kidding. Ah, sweet. They're adding functional thing. Oh, there's a rabbit. I'll show you that first, and then we'll get the acorn plants, which they've increased the likelihood of them spawning, so they're not so rare now. So there's a little rabbit. I feel horrible for killing it, so I'm not going to do that, but if you do, it will drop string. So let's have a look at these acorn plants, and it looks like one despawned, so they must despawn within a certain range. So let's try and take this out without getting damaged. You can see it will hit you with arrows. Okay, I should have done that with a skyroot sword, but I didn't, so I only get 2 pieces of acorn petal, but they will drop 4 if you use basically the wooden Aether tools. So that's interesting to note. Can't think of much more to talk about actually. Let me check my timer. We are only 8 minutes in. I didn't expect that. I was kind of expecting this to be 15 minutes or so. Whatever. So let me grab my moa, and we'll try and head out in a direction that I haven't really explored yet, see if we can find some gravitite. And oh yeah, I said I was going to look up how to make an enchanter. So let me just quickly do that. Again, when you see the screen pause like that, it just means I'm flicking around on my browser. Okay, so there's a new mob also called the Whirlwind, which is basically a very small tornado. If you go near it, it'll just knock you out of the way and kind of hit you into the ground. You can also make, I'll tell you what, I'll put pictures of everything I'm speaking about in this episode up on screen so you're not feeling left out. You can create blocks from zanite. You can turn zanite blocks back into pieces of zanite. You get flowers. There's purple flowers as well, which give you purple dye. You can make a freezer, which is kind of cool, which requires a few basic materials. You can create ice blocks. You can create obsidian. You can create various different things. Let me just try and find. Oh, we can. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Watch this. if I grab, let's say, blue, and then I go to my crafting bench, this is going to be really cool. We can actually create capes. So I'm going to go outside for a bit of space. So I can take my cape, I can put it on. Now if we have 5, we have a cape, which goes with our purple suit, I guess. So there you go, we can actually get capes, and for some reason my Moa has managed to get down here. I think she actually... Oh, there's a bunch of sheep. I think they've increased the spawn rate of all mobs by however much. Because like I said in a previous episode, we never seen many of those flying pigs or those sheep, which kind of just seemingly vanished. And now we've seen 2 of them, 2 flying pigs. And then these sheep are jumping around like crazy. And we have a cape, so let me quickly alt... Oh, she laid an egg. Let me put that back. So I'm going to alt tab it again. I do apologise for this, but they should appear on screen whatever I'm talking about. We can create multiple different colours of capes. Let me find out if I can create a... 1 second, let me scroll down to these recipes. So to create an enchanter we need 1 Zanite gem and some holy stone. That's really simple actually. So let me get holy stone. I'm going to throw this in here. I wonder if I have any of these. Oh, we just have one. So let me go and create this. We just throw it down like this and this, that. And that'll give us an enchanter, which... wait, we have one? Ah, you know what? That's my fault. I should have been more observant to the fact that I actually have one already. But there we go, we've got 2. That could be useful though. It's kind of like having 2 furnaces. It basically does the job twice as quick if you have multiple different things. But I'll show you what happens here when I smelt these, or enchant it. So I'll leave that to do its thing. I'm going to quickly have a little fly around with my Moa, see if I can find anything of interest. See if I can find any gravitite. I don't know if they've completely changed how the game spawns things, but as far as I'm aware, gravitite won't respawn. It won't kind of miraculously appear at the bottom of my islands that I've already explored, but it will be there somewhere. I'm going to take a risk here and try and just float down, have a look, and then jump back up. Hopefully I can make it. I really need to watch myself though. There'll be a limit to how much I can go down here without completely falling off. And frankly I'm not sure what happens to your Moa if you fall too far. Oops. Oh, I think I see some. There we go. No, we don't. Oh god, I'm gonna fail here. I thought I seen some there, but it's just the glass stuff, or the ice, sorry. So let's have a look around again. I think that's some there. Let's have a look. Does that look like it? Nope, that's Zanite. So you still have 2 jumps left. So I'm just going to flow around some of the bottom of these islands, see if I can spot anything interesting. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No, I'm done for. I'm done. Yep, I don't know what's going to happen. Silly me. Hopefully... Hey, look at that little rabbit flying around. Is my Moa going to come back with me? Hey, she will. So there you go. Actually, I didn't know that happened, and that's a really cool feature. So let me just fly down here. It's going to take a while. And there's a zombie down there. I need to watch out for that. So I really didn't know that would happen. So now what I need to do is hopefully get through this portal, and I hope that she'll come with me. I think she should. Shouldn't she? Yes? No? Damn it. Well, I'm going to have to make another Moa, but I get it actually is kind of a double-edged sword here. It is kind of cool to have one in this world if I ever do intend to explore it, but I don't think she's going to get back up there. So if you have any way of telling me how to get the Moa back, then please do. But for now, she can stay here. Yep, okay, let's jump back up to the Aether. She should be fine. I feel kind of bad, but you know what can you do? I completely failed there. So I guess I can't look for any gravitite right now. I will next episode when I'll have a Moa ready for next episode, or I will get our current Moa back up into the Aether. But I don't know. Not a big deal, but it's just it's going to take far too long to create another one. But I will start it up just now so that I get the most of the work done just now. So I'll leave that in there. Let's check this out. So there you go, Quicksoil glass. Yep, like I said, this will function. I'll just go ahead and place it. I don't think it's a big deal. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's violent. So I need to steer clear of that. But the good thing is, now what I can do is get rid of it, the Quicksoil there, and just place some of that maybe at the end of a pathway, and that will really give us a boost with our mower. So I'm going to cover this, or at least surround it with something so that I don't accidentally walk on that, you know. God, this guy. Wait. Oh, you know what? I'm really silly, and I just completely destroyed that. I didn't mean it. I keep forgetting how powerful this can be. This. Okay. Yep, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I know what's happening now. I'm not being killed, or not. Sorry, it's not pushing me that fast. I was actually hit by one of these Zephyrs, which unfortunately can't be disabled even via putting on peaceful. They actually stay, regardless of being on peaceful. I think if you switch to peaceful, they shouldn't shoot at you though. That seems like a fair feature. So I may actually suggest that on the forums or something like that. And I don't have any Ambrosium shards because I dropped them all in here. So again, like I say, this is going to take up a lot of these, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that's just a very short look at some of the features that have been added in the new Aether update, but I will get around to some of them, or all of them basically, by the time the forthcoming episodes come out, whatever, if that makes any sense to you. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please leave a like or a comment and subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoyed it. If not, then at least I hope you had a temporary little period of enjoyment there. But otherwise, guys, I've been Sneaky Mode, and I will see you next time.